I've got the TopRC AT-6 Texan out here today. This will be my first test flight with it. I've got the stock transmitter. I've got it in fully stabilized mode. It does wind up to a multi-protocol transmitter, which is awesome. Alright, so there will be a link to the playlist in the show notes. I've already published the first look video of this plane on TinkerzLab. Go over all the specs and everything that comes in the box. Let's see how it goes. Alright, come out here by the road and launch it. Alright, into the wind, launching. Oh, I tell you what, that was a pretty tight turn radius there for fully stabilized mode. I'm using quite a bit. Oh. I was using quite a bit of rudder there, and it looked like it just couldn't recover when I got slow with a lot of rudder input. Interesting. Alright, so let's go back out here and launch it again. I've still got it in fully stabilized mode. Okay, we'll launch it from here. It's kind of weird. I had it pointed right into the wind too when that happened. Okay. I don't know, maybe I just got too slow with it. I think I did. I think it doesn't like to fly slow. I got a little slow there and it started dropping a wing on me again. Alright, so this one doesn't like to fly. It doesn't like to fly very slowly. Alright, let's turn it back into the wind here. Give it some throttle, keep some wind over the wing. Alright, I want to try the stunt button, so alright, there's left roll. That worked pretty well. Now let's see if we can try it to the right. Bring it back through here. Keep a little altitude on it. Okay, ready? A little bit slower. A little bit slower to the right. Got it way out there. Okay, so that's pretty fast going downwind. Alright, so let's see if we can make a loop with it. I got full throttle in it. Oh, it didn't like that crosswind there. It did perform a loop, but it wasn't a real good one. Alright, let's try that again. I want to try that again, coming into the wind here. Let's get it into the wind. It didn't do it that time. Alright, let's try it again. Maybe I just didn't hold the stick long enough. Alright, here we go. No, I didn't want to roll it. Now this plane does require some rudder to get a decent turn radius in it. Alright, let's try this again. Let's get out of the sun here. I'm going to try a loop one more time, right? Alright, let's see. Oh. Huh. Well, I got it to do it the first time. I'm having a hard time getting it to initiate it the second time. Let's try that again. Alright, ready? There we go. Oh, it couldn't quite do it. Alright, so let's try. Alright, this is intermediate mode now. So let's see. Yeah, I definitely got a better. Alright, so in intermediate mode, I'm not having to use nearly as much rudder to get it to turn fairly tight. So that seems to be working out just fine. Yeah, I get a lot more bank angle in intermediate mode. Okay, so let's gain some altitude. I think you should be able to perform a loop in intermediate mode. I think that's about the only thing that you can do yourself is a loop. So let's see. Well, it's not really giving me enough elevator there to perform a loop. Alright. Try that again. Oh. Oh. Whoa! There it goes again. Alright. So, it looks like this one has got some stall issues. I have 5 grams of nose weight on there to get the CG where I felt it needed to be. It seems to be fairly balanced, fairly well balanced with that 5 grams of nose weight on it. Let's try to put it in the air one more time. I've got it back into beginner mode. Alright, so it takes off nicely, and but it doesn't like to fly slow. And when I tried to initiate a loop with it, it didn't like it at all. So I've got full throttle on it right now. Alright, so let's put it back in. This is fully stabilized mode. Let's put it back into intermediate mode again. Alright. Well, actually, let's put it into manual mode. We've already tested it. We've already tested it in intermediate mode. So now we are in expert mode, which is supposed to be like a manual mode. Yeah. Alright, let's see here. it's kind of a handful. Oh yeah. So this plane gets slow, and I don't know if it's just the airframe, the design. This one gets slow, and it just drops a wing. It just spirals into the ground, even with 5 millimeters of nose weight on it. It's just not a very stable airframe. And I had it in expert mode at that time, which should have been manual mode. So it shouldn't have been the gyro causing it, you know. So it did it in fully stabilized mode. It did it in intermediate mode, and now it has stalled on me like that in expert mode, manual mode. So I think this one is going to be a pass, guys. This one just does not. Even with the 5 grams of nose weight on it, it is just not stable enough. I found my prop. Not stable enough, you know. It's a nice looking airframe, but it has some really bad stall tendencies. I would pass on this one. All right, thanks for watching, and I will see you in the air.